Good morning, I'm Meteorologist Joe Fitzwater. Wanted to provide an update to the potential for some severe weather here as we head into Wednesday across parts of the tri-states. What we're looking at here right now is the current outlook from the Storm Prediction Center on the severe weather risk. And as you can see, they are kind of highlighting the southern areas. We were talking about this in last night's newscast. This is likely going to be the area that's going to be most likely to see a few strong storms here as we head into late Wednesday afternoon into the evening hours. That's not to say that we can't see maybe a strong storm or two for areas north of I-64, but it looks like the biggest potential here in the tri-state is going to be across those areas in parts of southeastern Kentucky and southern parts of West Virginia. And it's kind of all modes on the table. I think there'll be a small risk for damaging wind gusts and can't rule out perhaps a funnel or two. There's going to be a lot of wind energy with this storm system, and we'll talk about that here in just a second. But again, this is something we'll keep a close eye on. Could even see a few storms on Tuesday, though I don't think that's going to be too much in the way of strong storm activity. Nonetheless, it's going to be a bit of an active week here ahead here in the Weather Lab for some of the weather going on here in the tri-state. So let's show it here. And this is using the NAM model, but this kind of gives you an idea of what's going on. This is what we're looking at here this morning. And it did a really nice job showing some of the rain pushing through some of the northern counties here this morning. We're going to put this into motion here as we head into Tuesday. There'll be a warm front that's going to be lifting up to the north across the area. That's going to allow those temperatures to warm up. And going to be a soggy go at it at times here, especially as we head into Tuesday afternoon with some rain showers being likely. But then we'll switch over into Wednesday morning. So this is the morning hours of Wednesday, and we're dry. I think we even see a little bit of sunshine, but that could come back to kind of bite us here as we head into the afternoon. It's going to be a pretty volatile system, a pretty strong system backed up to the north and to the west, and that negatively tilted shortwave system is going to enable for some storms to fire up here along a cold front as we head toward Wednesday afternoon. So this is around 5 p.m. Wednesday. So I want to emphasize, if you do have any plans Wednesday, I think a lot of the day is going to be dry. It's going to be a very small window for severe weather from around 6 p.m. to maybe around 9, 10 o'clock at night. That's going to be about it here with this cold front that's going to be pushing through. In fact, the current NAM model, North American model, has this current setup at around 8 p.m. Notice that it has the strongest activity down across parts of southern Kentucky and parts of Tennessee into Alabama. It has some weaker stuff here in our neck of the woods, but nonetheless, this is something we'll keep a close eye on here over the next couple of days. We can also check the GFS model for the same activity here and put this into motion. Now, it's going to take a second for this to load because I don't have the fastest internet, but as we put this into motion, there we go, into Wednesday morning. Again, quiet as we head into the afternoon, though. There's a line that we'll be pushing through here of some scattered showers and thunderstorms that we'll have to watch here across the region. So the reason that we have this set up, we're going to have a very strong upper level low here across parts of North Dakota, the Dakotas into Minnesota. Notice all the blue showing up. That's snow, so very cold, potent air up toward the northern plains coming out of Canada. And this storm system is going to be well out ahead of it. In fact, there'll be an area of low pressure that's going to ride along this front. That's going to scoot up to the north and to the east through our area as we head into the afternoon and evening hours of your Wednesday. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. Now, we'll take a little bit of a closer look here. This is the upper levels. And you can easily see, if I put this into motion here, you can easily see the spinning taking place up here. This is a very strong shortwave. It's going to be spinning its way to the east here over the coming days. And in fact, I think the bigger impact is going to be the colder air. Take a look at this. This is some majorly cold air that we're going to be seeing here as we head into the weekend. Now, all you really need to know about this map is the darker the colors, the blues, the purples, that indicates much colder air than average here across the tri-state. And watch what happens. This is just a bowling ball that's going to be heading into the eastern U.S. as we head toward Friday and Saturday. In fact, I think we're going to be seeing high temperatures stuck in the 30s probably on Saturday here across the tri-state here at this point. We should be in the mid-60s for this time of year. So this is going to be a very cold pattern for a couple of days that we're going to be seeing after what promises to be a pretty mild week overall for much of the week. Real quickly before we wrap things up, I wanted to talk about the risk for that severe weather just a little bit. Now, this is a look at some of the wind energy here as we head toward Wednesday afternoon. That's why I'm a little concerned about perhaps a brief funnel or two, kind of like what we saw a couple of weeks ago, maybe not even quite as strong as then. But nonetheless, This is something we'll keep a close eye on. A lot of wind energy that's going to be available with this front as it crosses through. We also are going to be having a little bit of actual energy available here for us. This is not a ton of energy. We're talking about 400, 500, 600 joules of CAPE, but this is going to be enough to interact with that wind energy to perhaps create a few strong storms. Again, damaging wind and perhaps a brief tornado would be our biggest risk here Wednesday. Hail, not so much a risk here. But this is kind of what we're looking at. This is kind of a quick update on what's going on here right now. Again, this is primarily going to be farther down to the south. That's where the better threat for severe weather is. In fact, there's an enhanced threat down across parts of southeastern Tennessee, down into parts of North Carolina, as well as Georgia. That's where we have that enhanced risk in effect right now by the Storm Prediction Center. But it's still a 2 out of 5 across southeastern Kentucky, western Virginia, and then it's a 1 out of 5 for most of our region. We'll see if that gets upgraded in the coming days. Again, this is something that I would be too terribly concerned about just yet, but it is something that we'll keep an eye here over the next couple of days. And we'll have another update coming up Tuesday here on this channel. But for now, I'll go ahead and wrap things up. Hope you have a wonderful Monday. Enjoy what promises to be a warmer couple of days ahead here across the tri-state.